Hello, welcome back, and let's continue with the Dwarf Fortress thing we are currently doing. Our trap fell in the river. We are sad because of this, but luckily we just got our first migrant wave, so we don't have to be quite as sad, in theory. Here we go, do that. Excellent. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone that can actually do stuff. Yes. Good. Native gold as well, though. Native gold as well. We need to smelt some of that crap up so that we can start making some gold goblets. Because gold goblets will make us very, very happy when the traders come around. And you are gonna gather berries and the like for our continued survival, if nothing less else. Can't dig a tree, has to be chopped, unfortunately. But yeah, we're just gonna locust the area here a bit in order to get something to eat. Could drain water to a underground reservoir. And in fact, I think I will do just that. Okay, needs to be 2 levels below where we put our hospital. At least. So if we want our hospital on this direct level, well, let's just make a fair-sized way down and just make some sort of water reservoir down there. I want to store up some water for the winter because the river is gonna freeze. Or the stream, rather.
The elves, but all the fish are gone.
So that being the case, we want to... This is where you should be fishing. So that being the case, we want to have some store downstairs so we can actually make a well that has actual water in case the boosting doesn't pan out. You know, just in case. I mean, I will dig into this and make that a thing, but... Even so, actually, if I am gonna be building walls, it should be like this, because I will be leaving a door in there for access purposes, at least in this wall. So, let's make a proper landing here. And we have just enough blocks to more or less complete the basic walling process. Excellent. So downstairs, make me a door of microline. Thank you. And let's put a couple of doors here, next to the workshops and stuff, and here as well. Just to make sure that there isn't enough healthy breeze coming in from upstairs. Actually, in fact, we'll just doorify up this entrance area, and we'll smooth it out as well. Make that nice for our peoples. Okay, that's the stuff actually gathered, that's good. Now the fish won't be usable till we actually process them, because they'll count as raw fish until they are processed at a fishery. However, I still think that that's a reasonable thing to do, because it does create some sort of food stockpile, right? We can stockpile up our raw fish during the summer while we can actually fish, and then process them as we need them. Or cook them in a kitchen if nothing else. And that can be very much a thing. Let's make a bar block stockpile here again, and I assume you have some gold in there, right? Let's see. Yes, there are gold bars in there. Excellent. Alright, in which case other objects, gold goblets, all the time. You are on gold duty. Make some crap that we can actually use. Build sea wall. Here. Just so that it doesn't look crappy. Okay. And on that side as well. There we go. Perfect. See how much faster it goes with the blocks because they don't have to lug a big heavy stone around as well. That's certainly a useful thing you note when building with blocks. Turning stones into blocks or rocks into blocks actually works pretty well. I'm debating enabling fishing on a lot of my guys if a lot of them ever go idle. Just so that we can gather a fuck ton of food. But mostly I think we will be using the plant gathering for that. You know, for just quickly gathering up a large amount of food. Because the plants we gather will actually be brewable as well, which is a big advantage for what we want. And who is that became the furnace operator? It has to be one of these guys, right? Yes, you. You are now a furnace operator. Congratulations, well done. Okay, you're filling that up with things, that's perfect. If we had bins, this would be a lot more effective. Because bins are awesome that way, but unfortunately we don't currently have the capacity to cut down wood. I'm just gonna smooth and engrave this area just to create a nice entrance to the fortress. I mean, it might be shit once you're in, but by that point it's too late that the drawbridge is up and you are trapped in the Mine of Doom. So you know, just gonna be civilized that way and screw people over once they're in. Also, microline door that up and do that. Well, maybe this isn't the right time to be smoothing all this out, because we have digging to do. And plenty of it. We need to prepare our underground reservoir. Okay. So let's assume that this is as low as it goes. For example. Well, let's go with this. This should be more than enough water. More than enough room for actually pumping it out as well. So we have a thing here, then we pump it up to this level, and on this level we can have a hospital off of here in theory. If that's how we go with things. Yes, the hospital would have to be on this level in order for that to be a thing. I'm debating on putting it one more level deeper actually. So let's do that. Actually no. If we decide to put the Great Hall there, which looks like I might be doing, then the hospital being there will work it in. It can be on the same level as the Great Hall. But did we have it like this? Yeah, I think that's good. Just gonna create a sploosh of water going down there. It's gonna be great. And that is just getting worked out as well. Great. You're making microline doors as you should be. Perfect. And we are getting a nice supply of gold goblets as well. Perfect. Most of the gold has been smelted, which is good. It does mean that we are, you know, we've converted our supply of gold into something we can actually use. How good is our gold actually working guy? First level. Wonderful. So he's not completely unskilled, technically, but he's still kind of meh. Well, we'll just have to do, won't it? We'll just have to do. Okay, that's done. Perfect. So I'm assuming someone is going up here and, yes, digging down through all the things in order to make this a thing. Perfect. As it should be. And once this... So we hit gold there. Oh, and that's inside a pocket of gold, too. We'll want to carry that gold out in that case. Rescue it before it gets drowned, if we can. For reasons. Mostly because it's gold. Oh. They do that. I'm gonna convert that into an up stairway. Using my microline blocks. Or my one remaining microline block. Ideally I would want to sheathe this in something awesome, but can't really be done right now. Just not realistic. At least the smelter guy is carrying the gold out relatively quickly as we dig it up from here. Don't want to waste any of it if I can avoid it. Yeah, don't really want to waste it if I can avoid it. Same for the gem. So why don't we dig out the stuff that's actually in the wall and replace it with actual diorite wall. We'll be dumping the stuff anyway, right? Out from here, because we don't want this place cluttered with useless crap. Okay, so that being the case... Ah, there's some schist right there, good. Again, some schist. And some more schist. There, we'll do it like that. So you go ahead and do that, and afterwards we'll just dump the crap and drag it out, you know, that is in there right now. And we will actually smooth this out. I know, it sounds stupid, but I really think that this is a good idea, just to make it look nice for... because it's the water supply. Because it's the actual water supply. Okay, so... and here... yes, we do need to dig that out. At least the gold part. At least the gold part. Very much so. And we'll use the diorite to repair that hole. On this level at least. Yep, you are doing your things, great. Oh, for fuck's sake, did you really obstruct that site for them when they tried to construct it by sitting there? Miner, come on. Unsuspend that. Should be able to smooth it out relatively easily. In theory. Since I do have some skill, and there are 7 of them. In theory, anyway, they should be able to. What they actually do, kind of question, isn't it? I don't think I have any booze, do I? No, I don't. Right, I can't, because... what am I missing? Well, apparently I'm missing something it won't tell me in an understandable way. Guess that's just gonna have to be a thing then. So these will get dumped, that's good. Just have someone come here and dump that and the gold. For a start. We do have 5 units of dye right there, which is great. Yeah, at the very least I want this smooth. So it doesn't look like crap. I mean, during the winters we'll be able to access things by digging around here and rebuilding the channels, but... you know. Right, do that. That's great. All of the things, perfect. Almost done with the smoothings. Okay, that's good. Dump those. Perfect. Build C. Diorite, that will be a good start. Excellent. And instantly also remove the stones from there, which will make things a whole lot easier. Yeah, I'm not gonna engrave it because some of these are walls and it would end up unsymmetrical. Just with splotches of unsmooth, unengraved crap, and we don't want that, do we? No, we obviously don't. We obviously don't want that. Okay, all of the smooths. Unsuspend that. Get that wall finished. These need to be smooth in order to not look like crap. Thank you. Hopefully this... yep, good. So essentially we are ready to let the water in. And... well, as soon as this dwarf wakes up and somehow avoids getting drowned in there, of course. Because drowning dwarves, when you have manpower troubles, it's not good luck, for your manpower at least, to drown your dwarves. Later on it gets better to do that. Trust me, I know. I've done all kinds of fun things with water in this game. Water is awesome. You can do so much destructive and fun stuff here. So, that being the case, let's get started on that and open her up. Sploosh! Sploosh! There we go, just build ourselves a nice little reservoir. Perfect. Perfect, as it should be. Eventually, during the winter, I think I'll install a floodgate in here and put a lever here to make sure that we can just access this as necessary. Control the water flow so that the actual shaft can be accessed as well. But for now, we're just ensuring that we have an emergency supply of water rations. Okay. We need to build a landing here because we'll be actually accessing this area. So we should actually dig that out, shouldn't we? Yay, so. Yes, perfect. Excellent. That will do nicely. Because we will be doing a thingy here. And it's now autumn.
Has arrived.
Hello, autumn. At least I have enough gold, so I'll be able to buy booze and food enough to last me forever. All I have to do is survive till the caravan arrives, and I think I'm good. We'll have overcome these starting troubles, more or less completely. And we'll be well on our way to setting up our hospital along with the water it is gonna need. think... How do we want to set up the pump here? That's the question. On this side maybe? Then put a windmill up here? Yeah, I think that's workable. I think that's very much workable. We'll need to dig out an access tunnel of some kind. It's really a question of what do we dedicate this level to. If we say that the place above is the place where we have the Great Hall, if we want to do it that way, not sure that we do actually. Well, yeah, Great Hall should have walls of gold, maybe. I honestly don't know how we want to set this up. Haven't decided yet. What do we know? We know that essentially here, and we'll go with here. Essentially here is where we are gonna have the pump. Or alternatively here. No, we're gonna have it on that side. Okay, so that being the case, we're gonna have an access thing like this. Right? Right. So if the access thing goes like that, how do we actually access it? Okay, we're gonna have it pump up northwards. Whoops. Sure as hell not like that, but okay, let's say we pump up northwards in order to sync up with here in order to be aligned with this, right? Because that's how we're gonna align the hospital. Yeah. Okay. So the hospital would be on this level, along with other things. Okay, what if the hospital was here? What if we put the hospital like just here, like that? Then we would have the well in the center, and we would have this going up to here as a water line. Right? That is admittedly a... Well, yeah, I think we can make this work. I think we can make this work. We'll put the Great Hall opposite of that, say the workshops, either above or below, and the food storage on opposite the workshops. I think that that is actually workable. Okay, so let us, for the sake of argument, say that we have this going like so, with a proper tunnel till we hit there. And here we'll have a tiny little reservoir for the water there as well. Good, perfect. And we will have an upstair here and an up downstair on everything up to the surface. Because we will have essentially a channel for the gears, for the, well, drive shaft for the whole thing here. Because we will be powering the pump slash filter system with a screw pump, obviously. Okay, that is claimable, good. And you are happily producing all the gold goblets that you can. I don't mind him using up my current supply of gold for that. That is actually okay with me. I want to make sure I have a goodish supply to trade with. I think that's exactly what we should in fact do. That does sound great. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And what are you covered with? Doesn't say. Okay, fine, fine, whatever. I will unsuspend the rock blocks. And I do want to continue with this. Cherries. Can we gather those cherries in any way? Guess not. Curious. If only we had, like, booze. Booze would be good if we had booze. We haven't had any booze for months though, and the dwarves are getting upset with this. So, I suppose we will cut the episode here. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one, so see you then.